I think BTC will bottom around 60 to 70% of its all-time high. From 126K, we are currently at 63K. We have dropped around 50%. We still have room to go lower. Now, coming into the 50K region, we'll bottom out to around 60% from its all-time high. And 40K is around the 70% mark. Historically, looking at previous bear cycles, price from the all-time high in 2021, tapping into 69K, dropped all the way down to around 16K. That was a 77% drop. So that's what I'm expecting right now on BTC. Now, we are currently in a relief rally, the summer relief rally. Now, normally we have the summer relief rally around this time, and we will start to reverse around mid-August. So what am I expecting? Well, let's look on the weekly time frame. What we can see on the weekly time frame are very, very clear bullish order flow, highs, lows, highs, lows. Now, what am I expecting? I'm actually, in fact, expecting price to come up, to sweep liquidity down here. Now, what region am I looking at? I will begin to take shorts around the regions of 67 to 68K, and price will likely even reach within the regions of 72K. So essentially what I'm looking at is this fair value gap that I've marked on down here. Now, what I want to see is we can see the low down here. We can see the attempted break of market structure, and price is currently just trickling its way up. We've got the move down here. What do I want to see? I want to see a sweep of liquidity within this region. Once we get the sweep of liquidity, I will look on the lower time frame. I'll show you in a second, and I will look for shorts. On top of that, what we can see is this dealing range high to this dealing range low. Now, ideally, what we would like to see, but I know BTC doesn't always have to do this, is come to the 50% of this dealing range, which is basically bang on around 70K. Now, usually BTC doesn't do that. That's why I want to try to capture it when we sweep this liquidity. But there's a couple of signs I want to see for me to be convinced to take a short to the downside. Now, coming on the daily time frame, we can see clear lows, highs, lows. Price hasn't taken out this high. We've swept liquidity all down here. We've swept this liquidity, we're remaining liquidity down here. We're trickling on its way down right now. Now, what I would like to see, if we just zoom right into this, we haven't had clean signs. We haven't had a clear sign that price is going to come to the downside, because what we would like to see is aggression like this, aggressive move to the downside, similar to how we had aggressive move to the upside. That would convince us that price is likely going to continue reversing. So therefore, we are going to continue moving up. We will sweep this liquidity down here. Now, this is what I'm expecting in an ideal scenario right now. Now, once we sweep this liquidity, what do I want to see? Well, as we get the sweep of liquidity, I will go on the 4-hour time frame. I will look on the 4-hour time frame, and what I would like to see is something like this: break of market structure. Price comes back up into a key area, aggressive 4-hour candle closes to the downside. Pullback, aggressive 4-hour candle closes to the downside. These are where you take your entries to the downside. Aggression. That's what we would like to see: strong, impulsive, bearish candles to the downside. And that's how we're going to capture these shorts to the downside. Where am I targeting? Well, the first target that I'm looking at is, we can clearly see down here a market maker sell model. What does that mean? Well, we can see prices creating this move to the upside. Now, once we begin to have those reversals to the downside, I'm initially targeting these lows down here at 57K. And I will continue to hold the position all the way down to 50K. And I would hold it down lower if needed. And then we will begin to look for the bull run to the upside. That's exactly what I'm seeing on BTC right now. Coming back on the daily time frame, one thing I would like to mention to you guys is we do not have to sweep liquidity down here. However, history shows that usually in August, we do get the summer relief rally, and we begin to get the reversals around mid-August. So we could get the move to the upside, but it doesn't have to happen. Now, what does that mean for us in terms of taking a position to the downside? Well, I want to see bearish intent. I want to see strong bearish price action, sweep and liquidity, strong aggressive moves to the downside, and we will get in on the pullback to the downside. That's essentially what I'm looking at on BTC. Now, coming on Ethereum, let's go on the monthly time frame. From the all-time highs at just below 5,000, we dropped 69%. Historically, in 2021, all-time high all the way to the lows, we dropped 80%. Now, essentially, we are currently sitting at 1.8K. For us to reach this 80% level, we need to go below 1,000. We need to come into the regions of 915. Realistically, do I think we're going to get there? Yes, I think there is a possibility we will get there. So what am I looking at on Ethereum? Well, essentially, we can see very similar to BTC, highs, lows, highs, lows. We're currently in this fair value gap. We haven't yet, in fact, invalidated it. We've rejected off it. We haven't invalidated it. Invalidation is normally when we get a bullish move to the upside and a bullish close above the fair value gap. That would basically be an invalidation of a fair value gap. Now, what am I looking at on Ethereum is we can clearly see down here. We've got the highs, we've got the lows. We haven't yet tapped into the 50%. Okay, that's the first thing that I'm looking at. As we get the move up to the upside, we have this fair value gap resting above down here. So we may come just below 2K. So this is the 2K region just down here. Tap into it, drop down from here. Now, if we do close above this fair value gap, invalidation of that fair value gap, we may continue moving to the upside. So I'm looking in the regions of around 2.1K and then price to come to the downside. I will be looking for shorting opportunities to the downside on Ethereum around those regions down there. Now, where am I targeting? Like I said to you, the first target would be these lows down here at 1.4K. My second target is this low down here at 1.3K. And then, yes, we will be looking below 1K on Ethereum. Now, that sums up today's video. Price action has been a bit boring over the last couple of weeks, so there wasn't much to update you guys on. So we may see some more moves to the upside over the next couple of weeks, coming in and taking out this liquidity before moving to the downside. That's exactly what I'm expecting. So stay tuned. If you like these types of videos, subscribe. I do weekly videos on crypto, telling you exactly where I'm thinking crypto is going to go based on the ICT strategy. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. I'll see you next video.